Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Thursday, November 3rd, 2011. Let's take a look at the indexes here. Fed Day on Wednesday, and nothing much was said, which is, let me mute that, which is about what was expected. So we put in a pause day here. It wasn't really that great of a day. Volume pulled in, and we didn't have great leadership from the NASDAQ 100, as we'll see. So we had the update on the S&P, and I'm watching this last high here to see if we get a potential head and shoulders. Now, it may be a tight-looking head and shoulders on the daily chart, but you just have to look at a different time frame, shorten up the time frame, and you could see it could be a decent one if it gets up to that price. Now, could this technically be the right shoulder right here? Maybe, but I like to see more symmetry in the shoulders here, and I'm already not happy that the neckline isn't lined up, but it's not that far off that it would be that screwy. And things don't exactly line up perfectly, all right, when patterns are forming. So anyway, that's the pattern that I'm watching to see if we're going to form here or not. Now, if we just rip it right up, or we have a nice trend day higher, then just cross it out. All right. For now, I'm looking at that as a potential pattern. And I'm going to be watching that resistance very closely. I'm going to be watching probably, 5 points into that resistance I want to see. So because we have a little throw over here on if we're using that as a neckline. Okay, all right, that's what I'm looking at in the S&P. Russell was the leader on Wednesday. Has a gap to fill at 740.84, so call it 741. All right, so want to watch that to see if that comes in play as resistance. Nice day, up 2.68%. NASDAQ 100, okay, up less than 1%. 23.1832 was the close. So you can see that's only 0.87% from the previous day. I just like to double check the number sometimes. And the real reason I'm double checking the number here is I missed the Fed announcement on Wednesday. I mean, I'm laughing about it now, but I just feel so stupid. I didn't realize they changed it to 12:32, and I was waiting for the announcement at 2:15. But it doesn't matter. I was done early in the day, and I usually call it quits around 11 o'clock on Fed Day and come back after 2, but missed some nice moves in the afternoon, so wasn't really happy about that. But anyway, so the NASDAQ 100 only up 1%. Closed below the gap opening it had. I mean, just not really looking that great here. So if it gets a bounce, if it can see some upside, then we really want to watch this gap here, because if this comes in as potential resistance, could lead to a nice rollover there. All right, so let's see what we do here with the NASDAQ 100. I like the way it held the 200-day on this test, and almost this test on Wednesday. All right, semiconductors, about the same, only up 0.5%, but really not looking that hot here. Looking more like a pause, like it wants to go down to this 50-day moving average. Banks, okay, banks also up 3.28% because of the difference between the close down here on the red candle. And I'm not trying to teach basic charting here, but the candle doesn't look that impressive. But remember, this is where we closed on Tuesday, and we closed Wednesday up here. So up 3.28%, but didn't really move away from Tuesday's candle. So this got to get a bounce here. All right, look at some stocks real quick in the banking index. Bank of America up 4.5%, but just back into the 50-day. So, not really. JP Morgan, okay, up 2.5%, but I mean, these don't look like strong charts here. All right, volume lame. Let's look at Northern Trust. Up 2.6%, but ran into trouble at the 89 EMA. Here's Zion's Bancorp up 2.28%, but I don't know. This candle looks strong to you. So that's definitely something to pay attention to, because the financials were the leader. Now going back a couple of weeks now, they led this move. We saw a nice pop in them, and if they're gonna start acting lame, then that's something that we really have to pay attention to here. Here's the broker dealer. All right, up 2.89%. Got about halfway back on the tall red candle from Tuesday. Goldman, and once again, up 2.5%. Does that candle look so great? A little doji here, contained in the previous day's bar. I don't know. That's just me. Morgan, okay. Cyclicals, 1.82%. Okay, so far the 20 EMA held. XLB up 2.25%. Not a bad looking candle. Okay, how about the GLD? All right, back over the 50-day. So now we can get our trend lines out. And we could draw here. We could draw across here. Might be even better. SLV. All right, still contained in this little channel. Could be a bear flag here if this is impulsive. Yeah, this is a bear flag, but it's taken a while. So I don't like flags that take a long time. Although this one, even though it was a stealth flag, led to a pretty nice sharp move. But I like to see them quick, and this has taken now several weeks and doesn't look like it's ready to dive bomb anytime soon. Although, of course, right, these moves tend to come out of nowhere. So, well, not nowhere, in a pattern, but then all of a sudden, boom, it decides to break it, right? I mean, like, look at this one. This one didn't look like it was ready to go either, right? I'd like to see it go down, test it, maybe form a little consolidation like this down here, and then break. Okay? All right, good. Glad you understand. All right, OIL, sorry. OIL, all right, opened up above this little pattern, but closed below its open. 1.39%, yeah, a little bit less than that, not much. But you can see here, not really doing anything. All right, OIH, yeah, once again, up 2.4%. Does this look really strong? All right, let's look at some of the usual suspects. Apple, all right, up 0.6%. Held the 50-day, that's good, but if that gives way, look for a quick trade down to this 89 EMA. Amazon, all right, coiled up 4 points, including some after-hours stuff. Here's a nice little consolidation here. So which way is it going? Yes, exactly. Which way? Wait for a break one way or the other here. If it breaks up, you got resistance right above here, a couple points above. If it breaks down, you have this swing low here at 207.43, and then you have a retest of the 200-day moving average that could be seen. Here's Google. Yeah, Doji Day up 1%, but I mean, we haven't been going anywhere here for the last couple of days. Netflix, all right, up 4% on the day, but watch for resistance. This gets a bounce. Priceline, okay, just not doing much here into all the moving averages, into the thick of things. Chipotle down to the 20. Held it 2 days in a row. Got to see some confirmation to the upside there. Research in motion. Yeah, looks like it's headed for 1750 and then 1561. 1561. So finally got in the teens. I was watching this to get in the teens all through here, and then it broke up. We highlighted this move was nice, and then back down here, and it peaked down here, down to the 19s, but then came right back up. Now it looks like may want to get there and stay there. Let's see. FCX, somebody asked me about. I mean, it looks like it's trying to bounce off these moving averages, but lame volume. All right, let's see what else I got. Electronic arts. Somebody wrote in, wanted me to do some analysis here. Yeah, this was a nice hold of this 50 and 89 EMA and the spinning top. I mean, you had confirmation, right? This is completely hindsight. I mean, all these charts are in hindsight. It's not real time. You had the 2303 entry off of this, and of course, we didn't highlight this yesterday, so I'm not trying to say, oh, we called this. I'm just doing some backtracking here. And hit into the 20. 10-day would be the next resistance up there. All right. Titanium metals. 200-day moving average. I mean, we got above it, but right back below it. Let's see what it does if it gets there the next time. Okay, Biogen hit the high and then pulled back now to the 10-day moving average. Got this gap here, 109.85, and then you have the 20 EMA. This may come in to play if the 20 keeps rising. You may get a little confluence there. All right, but if the 10-day is going to hold, watch for, re-push up here back into the 120s, maybe up to as high as 125. Look at the biotechs real quick. We skipped that one here. Yeah, not looking so hot here. This index is not looking so hot at all. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's see if we come up and form that head and shoulders on the S&P. Russell fills that gap. NASDAQ was the laggard today, which is not good. It has been holding up the best and has been showing some leadership, but definitely not on Wednesday. So let's see if that tone changes on Thursday, which it easily could. Well, let's see if we get into some resistance and start a sell-off here. All right? That's it. I'll talk to everybody again on Friday. Have a great trading day on Thursday.